Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is kitchen tips. Well, I do know a lot about kitchens. I know a lot about what not to do. So the first thing you want to do about your kitchen, and probably the most critical thing, is whatever counter space you have, the flat part where you actually prepare your food, that area should be about 90% clear at all times. 90%. Not 100%, because there's always going to be some little thing you'll need. Like, for example, on my counter space, what I have now are, in one corner is a big knife rack with all my knives. Then I have my wine rack, and then I have my liquor bottles, and then a butter holder. That's in one corner, but takes up about 10% of that. It's like L part, and it's big. So I got plenty of space for preparing food right there, and I have plenty of space for when I bring my groceries in. I have plenty of space to put maybe 5 or 6 or 7 bags in that area. Now that's also the spot where I'll lay out my dishcloths if I have to do some dishes by hand if they don't fit in the dishwasher, like wine glasses or big stuff that isn't supposed to go in the dishwasher. But most of the time that area is 90% clear, so I can always come in, bring my groceries. I can always prepare my food. It always looks good. Sometimes you'll have to make food, like a crock pot would go there, a toaster would go there. If you're mixing something, that would go there. That's what you would do there. But you need all that spot for all that stuff. I also like to keep that area clear, and that way where I put my pizza, to cut my pizza. If I get a store, if you order pizza or order pizzas, like as a group, you have enough room for 3 or 4 pizzas. That's kind of the key, to have room for 3 or 4 pizzas. You want to eat plenty of open counter space. You can't keep cluttering that counter with knickknacks and extra kitchen gadgets that may come in handy once a year or once every other year. No. Keep it clear. Now the other part of my counter, on the left side of the sink, I've got my coffee pot and a cookie jar. That's empty most of the time. Try not to eat so many cookies. And I have a little bowl that I keep, the stuff the vegetables and fruits that should stay out, like avocados or potatoes, sweet potatoes. I kind of corral them temporarily in that little bowl when I first get them, so they're not like laying out. They're kind of all contained right in that little spot. I think that's it. I have some critical items in that area. I have a big flashlight and a little flashlight and a fire extinguisher, because it's right by the stove. That's it, right? The fire extinguisher, little light, big little flashlight, big flashlight, coffee pot, cookie jar, an extra bowl. That's where I keep my water cup for drinking water and my paper towels. Now, truthfully, that part of my sink, my counter space, I don't use. I only use it for making coffee and storing my avocados and holding my water glass and a few dirty dishes, like that, where I put my wine glasses before I'm waiting to wash them, or my knives with wood handles before I wash them. That's it. I have another little counter, but it's just good for some spoons and stuff. But that's a huge tip. If you want to have a nice looking kitchen, your counters should be clear. Now, a lot of people go wrong. They think a nice looking kitchen has a lot of interesting kitchen-y stuff, cookbooks, doilies, a massive knife collection, spoon, the cooking spoon collection. No, they'll have espresso makers and toasters and toaster ovens and all kinds of stuff like that, decorative things. Well, to me, that makes your kitchen look just as ugly as sin, because I know how difficult just normal cooking is when you got to deal with all that stupid stuff. You want it so to clean, to take your dish rag and just clean the whole works, or take your sprayer and your paper towel and wipe it down. It should be easy to clean. It should look clean, 90% clean, with just a couple things. Let's say your most used items. Now, I don't use my wine and I don't lose my liquor that much, but let's say those are the things I love the most. And they are decorative things. So give that idea some kitchen tips to make your kitchen look and function really well.